So, in one of my last shorts, I asked you guys what you wanted to see me draw, and this is the result. Do Baby Yoda next. I can accept on one condition. What art style? Do an anime Baby Yoda. Wait, no, in the style of Van Gogh. I shall accomplish this.
Well, it's been about a month. Nonetheless, I will draw Baby Yoda in the style of Van Gogh.
Let's get to it.
So, I looked for hours across the entire internet until I got inspired to draw the perfect pose, which was a waste of time because I ended up doing my own pose. From there, it was basically just me trying to remember how to draw Baby Yoda off the top of my head. And I basically was making Yoda, but a little less wrinkly and a little more cute. And then I got to thinking, he's looking really small in this big, big universe. Which is fine since he's largely considered to be the cutest creature in all of Star Wars. So now that our character design is out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get Baby Yoda colored. We got some green for his skin, some brown and tan for his shirt, some pink for his ears, some black for his eyes, and a little bit of brown. And basically what we're going to do here is just get a base layer for all this, because I don't know how to do the Van Gogh design. But we'll get to that in a moment. Now that we've got the base colors, let's make Grogu in the style of Van Gogh. So the Van Gogh style has a very specific characteristic to it, where all the paint strokes are very small and they're all very compact and put together. And let me tell you something. This took so long to accomplish and to make it looking right. But to be fairly honest, this is the most fun that I've had with a piece of art in a very long time. This is also one of the first times that I've really stepped outside of what I felt comfortable doing, and I've got to say that it was really enriching and super fun to learn how to do this. And now it's time to add directional light and shadows. So this was another thing that kind of caught me off guard a little bit, because I was thinking, well, maybe I'm just going to go ahead and add it up into one corner. The light's going to be coming from the top right, and we'll put shadows in the bottom left. Big whoop. But then I was thinking, I've got to do this like Van Gogh, and this isn't going to be very easy at all. But that's kind of where it was easy, actually.
You see, art is all about exploring your style and getting out of your comfort zone. So by me doing this Baby Yoda in the style of Van Gogh, I really stretched what I'm comfortable with, which is pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. Okay, but enough about my struggles. Let's go ahead and get back to Baby Yoda. We're going to go ahead and basically fill in some of the last extra details, kind of get the shadows looking a little bit better. I obviously had to give him pupils, otherwise he would just look like a soulless demon, but I guess that's also kind of fine. My biggest struggle from this point is kind of just figuring out how I want to do these eyes, because I don't want him to look like some creepy little freaky doll, which is exactly why we're putting reflections in his eyes, to kind of give them some more life. And now that we've got the reflections of stars and galaxies that will eventually exist, I guess we gotta go ahead and draw the whole freaking universe. So let's add some universe. To begin my universe, we're gonna go ahead and kind of just put these two galaxies over here. I know that I kind of wanted to do Sith versus the light side, good versus evil. But this is complicated because you can't really tell what it is. So now I have to add the Van Gogh style to it. So, cue the tedious task of doing small paint strokes for hours. And so begins my quest across the entire universe with Baby Yoda, coloring the light side of the Force as good as I can. So as you can tell, I basically deviated from my original concept of going just straight across and started doing a spiral galaxy, which eventually leads to the dark side of the Force. The galaxy. Basically what I'm getting at is this is the triumph of good versus evil. Baby Yoda is spreading his awareness of just how goddamn cute he is through this entire universe. And you can't tell me that he is not the cutest thing in this entire universe, because I will fight you. Alright, so enough with that. I basically just want to go over the art now and kind of give myself a little bit of critique, but also kind of just tell my story on this whole situation. So first of all, shout out to Pedal Thunder for telling me to do Baby Yoda in the style of Van Gogh, because I'm having a lot of fun with it. Now, what I wasn't expecting was for this to be as difficult as it was. This is really, really stepping outside of my comfort zone, and it's not something that I'm really used to doing. Well, not the Baby Yoda part, obviously, because I love him to death, but more so the Van Gogh style. Because traditionally, I do a lot of anime-inspired artwork, and that's kind of where my influence came from the get-go. So doing something that wasn't anime was a little bit confusing for me, even if it does kind of look a little anime-esque still. Time to draw thousands of tiny little lines one by one by one, to fill up this entire universe. Now, God, I could have made this so much easier if I would have just done bigger paint strokes or something like that, but I decided to just go all in with this. So here I am, doing these black little lines for what felt like hours upon hours upon hours. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I literally don't even care because I had a lot of fun with this. Like I've said, 5 times already. And I even had so much fun that my hand started cramping up at this point because I was just thinking to myself, how many goddamn lines can I really fit into one drawing on my iPad? The answer is so many lines. Nonetheless, still had a lot of fun drawing these thousands upon thousands of lines to fill in the darkness that is the void of the entire universe surrounding Mr. Little Baby Yoda. But at the end of the day, it's, again, something that I'm super proud of, and I'm really happy and thankful for Pedal Thunder for suggesting this art style to me. So leave a comment down below, let me know how I did, and just let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel below. This is Drew's Art Space, signing out. Peace.